A big glorified. Hold on, stop before you fall. Oh, wait a few minutes. I'll wait a few more minutes, a few more seconds. Get somebody else on here. Stop tearing up stuff. I'm gonna get another 15 seconds. And then I'll start talking. It ain't plugged up. Alright, well, we get some more viewers up in here. So, you guys, I'm back on live again. So, say what's up. Tell them what's up. Tell them what's up. Tell them what's up. He is a trip. Alright, Shane, I see you. I see you. Tell them what's up. Say what's up, guys. Anyways, so like I was saying earlier, I'm finally back. He doing good. I actually called him today, and he's still doing good. Talked to him for a little bit. Actually, when I get off of here, I'm actually gonna get back on the phone with him. So, or try to, anyways. What's up, Pure Drizzy? What's good? Yeah, that's what's up. So I got requested a song earlier. I tried to work on it. I listened to it today. It seemed like a reasonable song. But as also another thing, I need some more songs, because the more songs I get requested, the more busier I can get with you. Why you cut the light off? Lord Jesus. Saying no. Girl, bye. Get out of here. I get it like this then. Anyways. Oh. Move. Get out the way. Move. Lord, what you did? Anyways, so finally getting back on here. I got so happy because I was like, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to keep you lifted up in my prayers. But, so like I was saying earlier, finally get back. I got happy because that way now I can actually see you guys when you guys are watching my videos, or what you guys really think while I'm in action. So what I'm really, since I'm going to back off on doing, but, that's a whole nother story. So what I did when I go live, encourage you guys, because a lot of people need encouragement nowadays, and they just don't see what God can really do and how God can change them from the inside. That's where it starts, is from the inside and out. And that's how we got to roll. But like the Bible says, you can't do it without God. God got to be by your side. And so I really do thank God, because God is the Heavenly Father. He can do all things. And a question has been popped up: how can you love something? How can you love somebody that you fear? You love him because he's keeping you here on this earth. You should fear him because he's the one who brought life and could take life. So you can be gone at any minute, any second. So, but I just want to do a little bit of encouragement. I actually got caught up reading the other night after we came home from church, because we had a church anniversary. And I just got a little reading right quick. I'm going to go to Matthew if you guys want to read along with me. If not, that's not Matthew, Mark. If you guys want to read along with me, you can. If not, that's okay too. Because as long as you can hear, that's all that matters. So, so I'm reading from Mark, the 5th chapter. And this is a very familiar passage that I'm getting ready to read. And so I'm going to start at the 25th verse. It says that a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years and had suffered many things of many physicians and had spent she had, it was nothing better, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind and touched the garment. For she said, if I may touch but the clothes, I shall be made. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of the plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press, and said, Who touched my clothes? And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what she had done in her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. So that's Mark, the 5th chapter, verses 25 through 34. I got a question. Where is your faith? See, the woman with the issue of blood, she had 12 long years, not to mention this Jairus' daughter. So a woman heard about Jesus coming through her town, and she wanted to be healed, because who wants to have a plague or some kind of disease for 12 long years and you can't do nothing about it? And so as she was knowing that Jesus was coming to a town, she was like, I just want, if I could touch the hem of his garment, nothing, just the hem of his garment. And she said that if she just touched the hem of garment, she will be made whole and she be cleansed of the plague, nothing else. And so when she heard Jesus was coming to town, Jesus now, this time, anytime when Jesus was coming through the town, it'd be a crowd around him. Because it'd be people who were sick, who needed healing, people who had demons and devils who needed to be cast out, people deliverance, people who needed salvation. Everybody would come around. She had so much faith that she pushed herself down. She crawled on the ground just to get by people, just to touch the hem of his garment. And the hem of his garment had the power to heal her. Because of the garment being on Jesus, Jesus had the power. So therefore the power was going through everything that Jesus had on. So her faith had allowed her to go through, had passed forth. If Jesus was coming around town, some people would be scared because they know it's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. They fear him. And they didn't want to go by. Sometimes people don't want to even be bothered with him. But you know what? That's when we have to have our faith. And like it said, like Jesus said, Daughter, thy faith had made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. See, it was her faith that made her whole. Her faith. See, that's what we got to get understanding of. Our faith makes us whole. Our faith is what's helped us get closer with God. You see, the Bible says in Matthew, it says that if we only had just the size of a mustard seed. The mustard seed is not even that big. Just that much of faith. Then that we could just look up to the mountain and say, "Mountain, move," and the mountain shall be moved. But just wanted to, just do a little bit of encouragement, you guys. We had to put our faith in God. Put our faith in God. And I know I put up the video last time, a couple months ago, saying how I was adopted. But you know what? To God be the glory. On May the 20th will be our last appearance in court. Ain't got to worry about nothing else. Nobody else worry about going back to court or anything like this. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm excited. I am ready for this to get done. Y'all, and then, like I said earlier, and then got May. That's in May. June the 7th. June the 6th or the 7th is our last day of school. June 14th is graduation. June 15th is my 18th birthday. If Lord allow me to see it, I will see it and push forward and prosper towards getting tongue twisted. Push forward to seeing it. But I don't know. Ain't no telling. God may call me. He may not, but I'm praying that I be fully ready when the time comes. Not saying, because I might see it. I might not. But, see, because we had a missionary, one of her cousins got shot and killed last week. He wasn't nothing but 18 years old. Heard today. Unlock the door. You got to lock the door for. But heard today. I seen it. I got it. Oh, see you. But and then heard today that a famous pastor around here got in a car accident and he passed away. He was 7 when you have God on your side. When you have God on your side, you may be 70, 80 years old, but you may look like you in your 50s and 60s. Okay. You know what? When I get off here, I'm email you back and give you my number. But that's what happens when you have God on your side. See, I've been thinking of that song by Stop Slapping People. I've been thinking of that song, My Worship Is For Real, and I've been singing it. And it goes a little bit like this. I can't sing, but y'all just bear with me. It goes, you don't know my story, or all the things that I've been through.
No, say God.
And you can feel my pain on what I had to go through to get here. And you'll never understand my praise. So don't try to figure it out, because my worship is for real. Okay, Cheyenne, well, I get with you. But that's just a little bit. I can't sing right now. I can't sing period, but yeah.
Period.
Oh, yeah, that's what we say around here. We don't say period no more. It's period. So
no.
Get out of the camera. Yes, I do have Hangouts. It's the same as my Gmail. And Cheyenne or Pure Dreezy, one of y'all. Can y'all put down my Gmail? It's Kayla, Kayla Banks. Yeah, period. Yeah, pure Dre, period. But it's Kayla Banks, KaylaBanks 2019 at gmail.com. Again, it's Kayla Banks, KaylaBanks 2019 at gmail.com. That's what you can email me on if you guys have got any questions or anything about my journey, or anything like that. My journey with Christ, how I've been gone through so much. I don't mind telling my life story, because that's how we better ourselves, is by telling our story, because everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. Mine may not be as bad as yours, And then again, mine may be as bad as yours. Might be worse. Oh, is you for real? You for real? I mean, I don't mind telling it, but you for real? I don't mind telling. Because you know what? God has brought me through so much. I thank God, bringing me through and through. But y'all want me to tell my story? I tell my testimony if y'all want me to. Cause Lord knows. Yeah, he do, but all right, Pure Jersey, all right. He do, but right now, like he's dealing with school. He takes online classes, and then his brother, he uses his brother's tablet, and so his brother got it took. So I can't. I tell you, he got his brother. His brother got his tablet took, so he can't. He can't get on. But But okay, so I'll tell my testimony then. Where Pure Dreezy go? He done left. Pure Dreezy, where you go? Oh yeah, I just want to give a shout out to you guys. I will as soon as I get off of here. As soon as I get off of here, I will text you. All right, there you go. There you go. So get back to my little testimony. Let me tell y'all my testimony. Oh my gosh. So my biological mama. This is my testimony. I'm gonna have a story to tell when by March 20th. So my biological mother broke up because they were her and my biological father were never married. They was together. So they broke up when I was 4. Biological father has not came into my life until 2015. So after he got out the picture, my biological mother got married. Then about 2010, she got caught cheating and ended up getting divorced and got married again in 2012. Well, that's when things started going downhill, in 2012. 2012, she got married to this man who was in the military but ended up getting kicked out. And when he got kicked out, he ended up trying to find a job and could not find a job for nothing. Well, he was able to find a job, but he couldn't keep the job. He was working at McDonald's, got kicked out. Was working at Smithfield, got kicked out. And after Smithfield, he just stopped working, period. But, so then it was up to my biological mother. When my biological mother was working at McDonald's, and she was bringing up as much money as she could. At this time, my biological mother had, in 2012, she had 6 kids. She had 4 kids. And so how it was with this time was I was pretty much a maid. I was always cleaning up the house. Never had any fun time, never had any free time. And I was, like I said, I was always working. By 2015, at this time, 2015, from about 2013-ish, 2014-ish to up to 2015, my mom was still working at McDonald's and whatnot. This time her hours was messing up. And so at this time we had 6 kids. And like I said, I was still working around the house. Didn't get paid enough, just working just to be working. So, and I was also trying to help be the mama along my little sister. We were trying to help be the mamas when raising up four other younger kids that was younger than us. I was the oldest out of six. And so when things got harder for us, cause we was I say we was poor. We was poor. Um, we was running on food stamps, and we had dogs in the house, so we ended up going to school, and people we never kept. I mean, I was trying to keep the house clean as much as I could, but the smell of it, he smoked in the house, and it just it the smells that all attached to our clothes. So we was always going to school, you know, and people always picking on us because we stank. And I mean, we washed and everything, but it's just when you have so many fumes and stuff, they attach and you can't get them off. So I was getting picked on. I was getting picked on from since I started school because I was always short. But when by the time I hit middle school, it got bad. And they was always saying, "Oh, you stank," and nobody wanted to hang around me. Always had holes in my shoes. I couldn't. It ended up getting to a point where we had to steal food, just to eat. And because before I got in the system, I was skinnier than what I am now. If I was probably still staying with them, I would probably be under 100 pounds. But so from like I said, from 2013 ish to about 2015, every time my biological mother would work, we was all six kids between was left at the house with our stepfather, and every chance he could, he would rape and molest me and my younger sister. And he ended up threatening us, saying if we said anything, that he was gonna kill us all, even my biological mother. And sometimes it's that. I mean, that's not even that's bad. But when him and my biological mother were getting arguments, they're getting arguments over stupid stuff, petty stuff. You know, whether it be work, bringing money home, or you know, and it even came down to the point where they was arguing over sex, really. And it sometimes, he put his hands on my mama. Sometimes when we hear them arguing, sometimes I want to go out the room and kill them. But you know what? I was scared to. I ran away a couple times. Um, and when my mama was pregnant with his first son, they ended up arguing on who was gonna get a pool. And they both walked out the house, and he was in the driver's seat. Like I said, they was both mad. So as my mom was trying to get into the car while she's pregnant with my brother, he ends up backing up before she can even get into the car, and she falls. And at that time, like, we all screaming and everything else. We was worried about our brother. We weren't even worried about him. We was worried about our mother and our brother. And sometimes it was a whole lot of mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. Sometimes he take his well, I gotta get to it in a minute, but and then when it comes down to the physical abuse, you know, it get so bad to even just tap upside my head, I black out just like that. He throw us around, and we'd have so many bruises and scars and stuff on us from that. You know, I think about it and I thank God because if I was still in those situations, if I would, it would be so bad to where I could be dead right now. But if I was still with them and if I wasn't dead, I'd probably be stuck in a coma in the hospital because of so much head trauma that I've been through. But I thank God because, you know, in 2015 on Martin Luther King Day, that changed because that time they took us both away from my biological mother and my stepfather. And well, actually, one of the kids ended up reporting it to the principal at school. And he said we kept on smelling like sex. And so, you know, I was mad at him at first because I didn't want to leave my biological mother because that's my birth mama. But I understand why now. Because then, you know, I was lying. I'm gonna tell the truth. I lied before, but when my biological mother came in there, she was crying. She looked at me. She said, "Is this the truth, or are you lying just to get him in trouble?" And I looked at the principal. The principal was a preacher. And it's bad when you lie to a preacher, pastor. Make it worse. He was a pastor, and I looked at him and I said, I said, Ms. McCoy, I said, I apologize for lying to you. I said, but this is all true. And so later one day, ended up taking them both to jail. And we got put into the system. And then we was at and you know what, before even that, you know, God was even trying to start changing me from then. Because before we even came into the system, you know, I had a friend and he goes to church every Sunday, and I asked him, and, you know, I started going to him for some help. And, you know, I said, and I always was thinking in the back of my mind, you know, I want to start going to church. Before I came to the system, I was like, I want to go to church. So, you know, when we was in the car getting ready to go to our first foster home, I looked at the social worker and I said, well, does she go to church? And she was like, yeah. And I said, yes. Because, I mean, at least that can give me a chance to change my life. And so on February of 2015, you know, been to church. But about February 2015, I got saved. And, you know, it was hard. But then things got downhill again. Because then the foster lady, you know, started doing favoritism towards me and my sister. And so, well, and you know what? So I stayed in my first foster home for 2 years before getting split up between me and my sister, because me and my sister got in an altercation where we fought and they had to move me. But actually, I'd say probably about June or July of, no, I backed it up. Probably about October, November of 2016, I got sanctified. And so February of 2017, that's when I got placed to my next foster home. And then things really got downhill from there because I couldn't stay in a foster home for not even 3 months, not even 3 or 4 months to be exact. Because then I got moved there because the foster parent weren't doing right. So I got moved from there, went to my next home. And then there, now I liked the lady that was there, but when I got put to my third home, go ahead, Cheyenne. What's the question, Cheyenne? But when I went to my third home, the lady, she smoked. So I ain't been around smoke in 2 years, and that bothered me. She smoked, she cussed. I am. But is you okay? To God be the glory, I'm getting adopted. Working on that. The adoption is finalized. But May 20th our case will be shut down. Well, actually, yep. So actually, January the 19th of this year just made 4 years I've been in the system. So, hey, but when I went to my third foster home, she cussed. it was terrible. I did not like her. She called me out my name. She threatened to put her hands around me, my throat. So I told him, I said, I got to move. So the day before my 16th birthday, I got moved from that home, went to another home. And it's tough. And I'm still being separated from my sister. So went to respite, which is a place you go, which is another foster home you go to just for like a week or two or something like that. So I went there, and then I actually had a good birthday in like a really long time. We went to the movies and went to go see Wonder Woman. Got a free cookie cake from Pizza Hut. Got a free cupcake. She's in her room. Hold on. Let me go show it right quick. Hold on. Don't mind the mess in that room either. Where's Coda?
Woody.
Tutu?
I thought you was FaceTiming somebody.
No. But that's my sister right there. Wait, but what? Yeah.
I'm weak.
No, I'm just playing.
But
But-
y'all, go hit up my Snap at CodaGirl0707. I know I'm a little sick, just a little bit, but I'm gonna get over it. But yeah, go hit up my Snap and my IG. Stop hitting me.
I'm actually June 15th of this year, the day after my graduation, I will be 18 years old. So, and when I was at my first foster home, like this, so I never had any kind of electronics. So it was kind of tough. But so after I left that home, I went to another home, and I actually liked the lady because she let me cook.
No, Bobby.
I don't know what you're talking about. I actually liked the lady because she let me cook. Gemini game, nah. But and so I just liked it. So I was there for like a few moments till I found out that my mom and daddy now here, which I'm living with now, wanted to adopt us, and they put me out. Well, they didn't put me out. They took me out that home and brought me here. So I've been here. August the 8th of this year will make 2 years I've been here. So don't worry, May 20th, when I come back. Oh, I ain't even clean them last night. I gotta clean them. But May the 20th, I will be going back live, telling you guys.
May 28th? Why so long?
I say 20th.
Why so long?
No, I'm gonna be going live some more, but May 20th, when I'm be coming back, be telling y'all. Oh, Jesus. But I be coming back to you guys, telling you guys what's up with the new name. But, yeah. So, let me tell y'all about a little ministry testimony. So, when I was at my first foster home, I used to, when I was at school, I used to ask somebody to borrow their phone. I go on YouTube, these church videos and whatnot. And I started looking up, praise dances and moms. And so, the one I really love watching is Wendell Huckabee. Y'all go check out his channel. Some of y'all already know.
Yeah.
Wendell Huckabee and AWOG, Anointed Woman of God, are my two number one YouTubers. Like, they've always. I love their moves. And that's where I learned them from. Stop. What you doing? And I love them. And, just watching them, I got little moves, Nah, I'm just playing. But with the power of God, I've helped some people. You guys got to let me know. Do I encourage you guys when I be doing my ministry, encourage you guys, because I don't hear much about, how I blessed y'all and everything else. But I guess it's because I'm still new to this. But like I said earlier, I thank God for my 50 subs already. Hit 50, I guess not too long ago. But my goal is to get 100 subs by the end of 2019. So, yeah. So that's my little testimony right there. That would been already up there 30 minutes. But that's my little testimony. But see, I've been through so much y'all wouldn't even believe. And I like that song, I don't look like what I've been through. Because I don't. Everybody that I've known, you know, from my first foster home, they say, oh, you look good. You look so much better. You know, you sound better. I mean, I just thank God, you know, God has brought me through hell and high waters, I say. But it ain't nothing but God's grace and mercy that He has brought me through. And on July 13th, and it was a Friday of last year, that's when I got baptized in the water. And so sooner or later I'm be getting baptized in the blood, which is me get filled with the Holy Ghost with the evidence of speaking in tongues. So stop. But yeah. Oh, and you guys, y'all go hook me up on Snapchat. It is go hit me up, hook me up, whatever. On Snapchat is the same as my
Benjamin
Gmail.
asked Teresa to prom.
It's the
and she
same.
said yes.
It's the same as my Gmail, except without the gmail.com. It's Kayla Banks 2019. I put it down in the comments in a minute. But
You freaking!
okay, Fiona. But you gotta watch that mouth though. You gotta watch your mouth. Cause you know some of your videos you can still got to work on that cussing. Now you gotta work on it. But yeah. So y'all go hook me up. It's Kayla Banks 2019 again. Kayla. Alright, if you say so. But I wish I would have had a little bit more people come on here, but hey, it is what it is. But it's Kayla Banks, KaylaBanks 2019. That's my Snapchat. Don't have Facebook, none of that, but hey, y'all go hook me up. But I'll come back to you guys later. It's probably not gonna be tonight, but I'll come back to you guys tomorrow. You know, again during my lunch break, and yeah, it was good. But I gotta get off of here though. My battery going dead. But I love you guys. Keep doing what you guys doing, and peace out.